Insider, Donald Trump has now surpassed Mitt Romney's total primary popular vote total from 4 years ago. And we are only in the month of April, with 9.9 million votes already after last night, maybe more. That's already 200,000 more than Romney earned in the entire 2012 primary season. So could Donald Trump secure more total votes in the Republican primary than any other GOP candidate before him in modern times? Looks like it could happen. The modern-day record holder right now is George W. Bush, who collected 10.8 million primary votes back in 2000. There are definitely those working against Donald Trump, millions of GOPers who still like Cruz and Kasich. But there's no denying the pure number of votes that Trump has received, on a trajectory now to be record-breaking.
All right, thanks, Ainsley. Donald Trump pulling off a sweeping win last night and picking up dozens of bound delegates. He's eyeing that magic number of 1,237 bound delegates to secure the nomination. But that number could actually be less because of the unbound delegates. So what is his magic number? We're going to put it right up here right now, aren't we, Scott Rasmussen?
We sure are, Steve.
Okay, so what is an unbound delegate?
An unbound delegate is somebody who got elected. People like yesterday in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Steve Ducey's name could have been on the ballot. You vote for Steve Ducey as your delegate. Steve can do what he wants.
Okay.
There's almost 250 of them right now in the Republican Party out of the 1,237 that you need.
So, in other words, you need at least 1,237 bound delegates.
You need 1,237 delegates total to win.
And then you got these floaters where if you can get some of those.
Right.
So let's take a look at the odds of Donald Trump getting as many of those 245 as possible.
He's not doing well among this group. There's 112 from these 5 areas. I expect Donald Trump to get only 5. Ted Cruz has already secured 69 out of these 112 delegates.
Okay, so let's, in our heads, let's add 5. He could pick up 5 there. With Rubio, he could pick up 6.
Yeah, we're
up to 11.
We're up to 11. There's 171 Rubio delegates. Only 40 are likely to be unbound. These numbers shift. The rules could change, but Donald Trump not going to do very well among this group either.
Okay, let's look at Pennsylvania. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, look, these people were elected. They didn't want to get in the middle of this. They hate the process, and people are blaming some of the delegates.
Sure. So there were 71 delegates in all. 17 went to the state winner, leaving 54 unbound, right?
Some of these people pledged to run for the winner, to vote for the winner of their district, some for the winner of the state. They can all change their mind up to the last minute. You know what happens here? If things are close, Donald Trump probably gets about 18 of those 54.
Okay, so
if they're not close, he gets them all.
Okay, 18 there. 19 in West Virginia, which yesterday you described as a funky state.
A funky state. Again, they're selected. You vote for the delegates, not for the ticket. And the whole process here is crazy. The Cruz and Kasich campaigns are sending out people saying, you know, I think you should vote for this person or that person. Sometimes the delegates don't even know it.
Okay, and finally, let's look at the others.
Yeah, these are people like Jeb Bush delegates. They're not going to vote for Donald Trump, so I give them a couple in this category.
Okay.
Brings you to a grand total 50 unbound delegates that Donald Trump could get if he needs them.
You know what? I was going to do the math. I know what the answer is because it's on the next screen. So instead of 1,237, he actually, his magic number could be
as low as 1,187. And again, Steve, very fluid process. If Donald Trump wins Indiana next week and wins California at the end, he's going to be way over the magic number. We're not going to worry about this. If he loses Indiana next week, we're going to talk about this a lot more.
He's going to be pretty close to it, and then the pressure on those unbound delegates is going to be enormous.
There wouldn't be enough money in the world to make me want to be one of those unbound delegates if it's that close.
All right.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very much.